Hi friends and subscribers, I hope you're doing well. So it's the 9th of June today, which marks 10 years since the death of one of my idols, and that is comedy legend Rik Myall. I can't believe it was 10 years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember where I was when I heard the news. I was still in school. I was 15 back then. I just come home from school, and when I received the news, and on that day my life changed. One of my idols gone. So in this video I'm going to show my entire Rik Myall DVD collection. So every movie and TV show I have that he's been in, basically. So let's start. So first is American Werewolf in London. Now he only has a very small role in the film. He basically just plays a background character. But I decided to include it anyway. He plays one of the chess players in the pub scene. So this is it's a 2-disc version. And then I have the Young Ones. I have both series 1. Fantastic show. I love the Young Ones. One of the greatest comedies ever made. And then series 2. I kind of wish they'd done more series of the Young Ones, but I understand why they ended the show, because they couldn't think of any more original ideas. That's what Rik Myall explained in an interview, and that's understandable. But had the Young Ones continued, we might not have gotten the other shows with him. Well, maybe we would, but who knows. And I have the Comic Strip Presents, the complete collection. So of course he's not in every episode, but he's in a lot of them. So it says complete collection. I mean, it is the complete collection. It's all the episodes up until 2005, I think. 2000. Because I mean, since the release of this box set, there have been a few new one-off episodes made. There was 5 Go to Rehab, which was a sequel to the very first episode of the show, 5 Go Mad in Dorset. There was also the Hunt for Tony Blair, and there was the Red Top, which was actually made after Rik Myall had died. So this is a really nice box set. So so it opens up like that. And then you can see all the discs inside. And I love the artwork on here. So many good episodes. I think Mr. Jolly Lives Next Door is my favourite. The one where Peter Cook plays Rik Myall and Ade Edmondson's neighbour. And he's basically a contract killer. He kills people with a chainsaw while playing Tom Jones records, just to drown out the screams. It's really good. And of course Blackadder. I'm only going to show the Blackadders that he was actually in, because he wasn't in every series. But this is Blackadder series 1, and this is actually autographed. It was signed by Tony Robinson, who plays Baldrick. I met him at a convention and he signed it for me. But Rik Myall appears in the last episode, The Black Seal, as the character of Mad Gerald. Apparently a lot of people forget that he was actually in the first series of Blackadder. But people remember him more as the character of Lord Flashheart in Blackadder 2 and Blackadder Goes Forth. But they seem to forget that he's in the first series as well. Of course, Blackadder 2, he's in the first episode, Bells, as Lord Flashheart. If you want to see the discs, not really much to look at. And then Blackadder goes forth. He of course appears in Private Plane as Lord Flash, as a descendant of the Lord Flashheart from Blackadder 2. And then he's Blackadder back and forth, and of course he has a cameo as Robin Hood. Although his Robin Hood portrayal is very similar to his Lord Flashheart portrayal. Yeah, I like this quite a lot actually. And then this is Danger Vision, which was the Dangerous part originally. Rik Myall and Ade Edmondson performed a series of sketches on Saturday Night Live in 1986. So there was like other acts on there as well, but this is the full performance. This is all of the Dangerous Brothers sketches put together as a feature length. Yeah, this is really good. This is hilarious. I recommend this if you haven't seen it. You can actually watch the whole thing on YouTube. Just type in the Dangerous Brothers 1986, and it should take you to the whole thing. And then probably the most underrated comedy with Rik Myall and Ade Edmondson, Filthy Rich and Catflap, which sadly only lasted for just one series. But yeah, I think such a great show. And the funny thing is, the characters they play are actually Richie and Eddie, which is what they were called in Bottom as well. Obviously they had different surnames in this, but yeah, I wish they'd done more series of this, but it is what it is. And The New Statesman, complete collection. Of course, this is political satire on Conservative government in the 80s. It's done so well. I mean, there are other great political satires, such as The Thick of It. That's a fantastic show in its own right, but this is also great. And there's all the discs. Yeah, fantastic stuff. And of course I do have Drop Dead Fred. So this was the film that kind of made him, because before this he wasn't known in America. But this is the film that kind of made him known. I mean, he wasn't big in America, but this was the one that kind of made him somewhat known in the States. And yeah, it's just a great film. He plays the imaginary friend. It's hilarious. Some say it's a kids' film, but there's definitely some inappropriate jokes in it. I mean, it is a 12, but I suppose it is the sort of film that I think kids would enjoy. But I think they'd have to have a parent with them, because there is some swearing. But yeah, it's great. And then my favourite thing that he's ever been in is Bottom. So this is series 1. Yeah, just hold on. There we go. One of the greatest shows ever made. One of the greatest comedies ever, hands down. Series 2. Every episode is great. Not a bad or weak episode in my opinion. Just every episode's great. And then Series 3, the last series. And then this is the big bottom box, so this has all the live shows. And to be honest, as much as I absolutely love the TV series, I actually prefer the live shows, just because, they're a lot ruder than the TV series. There's, the language is more explicit. So yeah, this has all the live shows, as well as Guest House Paradiso, which was the movie of Bottom. Although it's completely different from the TV series, of course. In this one, Eddie and Richie don't have their London flat. Instead, they're running this shitty hotel next to a nuclear power station. But yeah, it's real funny. I mean, yeah, they still play the same characters they do, even though I think their surnames are different in the film, but they are obviously they're the same characters. But yeah, it's a fantastic film. That's the first live show, Bottom, the stage show. The big number 2 tour. Hooligans Island, probably my favourite Bottom live show. The one where they're stranded on a desert island with a nuclear bomb. And it's just the best of Bottom live, just a montage of clips from the first 3 live shows. And then Arse Oddity, which kind of is a sequel to Hooligans Island, because on this one they're still on the desert island. And then the last one, Weapons Grade Y Fronts Tour. This one might actually be my favourite. I mean, it's hard to pick a favourite because all of these live shows are great. But yeah, this one's one of my favourites. And this was the last thing we ever got from Bottom. But yeah, just a great way to end Bottom. Just get that back in there. There we go. And I only have 2 more things to show. So this is Carry On Columbus. This was the only Carry On film that Rik Myall was in. And he's not in all of it. He only has a cameo at the beginning of the film as the Sultan of Turkey. Yeah, his cameo's great in this film. It's not one of the best Carry On films. I still find it enjoyable, but it's definitely not one of the best Carry On films. Because as most of the original Carry On team were gone by this point, and the ones that were still alive were either ill or just weren't interested. There's a few of them, like Jim Dale's in it, Bernard Cribbins is in it, Leslie Phillips is in it as well. But yeah, I kind of wish that Rik Myall was in the entire movie. I don't know if this is an official, because this one apparently has never had an official DVD release, so I think this is unauthorized. But it's good. Yeah, it plays fine. And last thing I have to show, this is Series 1 of Man Down. I do have the second series of Man Down as well, but of course Rik Myall only appeared in the first series because he sadly died before the second series was made. Although he was originally supposed to be in the second series, but yeah, that was just sadly never to be. And yeah, he plays Greg Davis's dad in this series, and fantastic casting choice. So if you think about it, Greg Davis does have some resemblance to Rik Myall in some way, which is why I think having Rik Myall play his dad was just a perfect choice. And yeah, I just love Rick's character in this, even though he's not the main character, but he's just excellent. considering he'd pass away just less than a year later. Yeah, it's sad watching when I watched the last episode of series 1 and the final scene that he appears in. It's just hard to believe that he would be gone in less than a year. But yeah, it's a great show anyway. I do like Man Down anyway, but I love Man Down. But just makes you think the series could have been even better if Rik had still been around. So that's my Rik Myall DVD collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care and have a great day.